number one, you got to make your opportunities. And I say this to my students all the time, that as a young filmmaker, the thing you're trying to get to is your first feature film.
Has there ever been a point in time in your career where you decided to stifle your voice or your artistry for the sake of the industry?
Just because you do thought-provoking stuff, that doesn't make it controversial. So, and I think it's a label too. It's easy to label somebody controversial.
I've written 22 movies. I've been writing since I was 10, but I can't seem to get past the synopsis point. I don't know how, like, what do you do next as far as making a script?
I did not leave here and just direct a movie. 2 years mass comm, 3 years getting my Master of Fine Arts and Film Production at NYU. Then it took another 4 years for She's Gotta Have It. So that's, how many is that? That's 2, 5, that's 8 years. That shit didn't happen overnight.
Ask you how you feel as if your gender politics has evolved in your films and how your own personal treatment of women may have evolved in the last couple of years.
Well, I'm opening up this weekend called Red Hook Summer. And I wrote it with a great novelist. His name is James McBride, and we were sitting around one morning at the breakfast meeting, and we were talking about how being fathers of teenagers, the teenagers that our children are, we don't see them in movies, with the exception of Will Smith's kids. So I want to thank Eric for coming out. I know you could be anywhere else on this Friday night. And that's about it. And enjoy the film. If you like it, tell your friends. Spread the word. You know, today's the first day in Atlanta.
The pastor, was it don't believe in man, put your faith in God? Like, what? I'm just curious to know, what was your interpretation?
Nah, it's what you think. You know, I don't dictate to people what they should think. I mean, I don't tell people, you know, you should come out of this theater thinking this, or these are the things that you should think. I don't do that.
I'm curious about what your take is on the role of gentrification that was portrayed in the film.
The negative is about gentrification, but the thing that's not discussed about gentrification that no one ever talks about, where do people go? The people that lived in Harlem, where did they go? The people that lived in Bed-Stuy, where did they go? D.C. used to be called Chocolate City. Not anymore. Where did they go? That's never part of the discussion. Where did people go to get displaced?
Question. Are you happy with the way things turned out going the self-distribution route? And also, are you skeptical of churches?
Well, I don't go to church. And that's just me. I don't think that you have to go to church to believe in God. You know, James McBride grew up in the church. The church you see in the film, that church is directly across from Red Hook Progress. His parents founded that church. So he grew up in the church. Only time I went into church is when my parents sent me down south to Atlanta. Then we had to go to church. My grandma was a member of Friends of Baptist Church on the Reverend God for 50 years. And so we came down south. We went to church, dragging and screaming, but we still had to go.